Welcome back to this final stream of Beacon Pines. I hope. No, it should be. So I'm kinda rushing today.
Chapter 6.
We're gonna rush us through this game a bit today. A, because my voice is pretty much dead already, and I just want to go to bed. I'll be honest. I'm so tired. I wanted to be productive, sat down, and I did all other things instead, but not be productive. Anyways. We'll work through this. We'll get through this. I'm quite sure we have one more branch to explore. That's it. So one more unavoidable death, I guess. And then we can finish the story. So let us proceed and see what this story has in store for us. So how we can save our hometown. Save the people in it, return Gran and Rolo to their original form, hopefully, and yeah, I don't know, maybe resurrect Luca's dad as well. Maybe he isn't even dead. Maybe that was a lie. And they just didn't find his body and they were like, alright. Gotta do something. I don't know. Let's see.
The heist.
Ooh.
They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rolo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Alright, quick recap. Rolo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your
He
new...
waved vaguely at Rolo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie's in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Joff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Godspeed. Enlist the help of Joff and Iggy and Tish. Joff is probably gonna be close by. Let's see. I don't think I earned anything new. No. Sad. Still annoys me that I
You
can't
could gently bake it first.
just X out of it. Oh well. Oop. Joff, it's not here. You don't want to talk, that's fine by me. You don't want to Move. You don't want to talk either. Oh. Hello, hello. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? Oh no. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction. But can you really pull through? Have you seen Iggy? No? Anyone seen Joe? Iggy? Anyone? Hey there, no, also. Nobody wants to talk to me. Oh no. Happy Valentine is a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town.
Yep. We're gonna keep it that way, I guess. Don't sleep on the job. You ever wondered why an agricultural company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards. They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. Going on the right track there. Hey, Jeff. What can I do here for? Well, I know how much you hate perennial harvest. It's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I didn't say it was wrong. Gotcha. So, we're gonna break into the headquarters and I thought you might be able to help?
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll have...
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But... give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting your rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Junk. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested.
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
Shit. Yeah, it's all shit. I still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Hehe. Hide.
Jeff's brow perked up.
What do you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Joff and they'll all do. But you'll never hear him say, I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it your kids needed? Some sort of disguise. But just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, I know. I'm taking 5 bags of sour gobs. I'm thinking. Should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. He's probably not in the library, is he? You want to share more about the news? No, nobody wants to talk to Luca. What's going on? Luca, did we do something? Do you have something to tell me? Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We are listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of... malice. To each other. Malice. Wow, Tish, smart guy here with his smart guy words thinks he's impressing us. Scram, we ain't interested.
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and Tish to pull this off. He tried again.
Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
Yeah, not wrong, but lately life has been kinda strange, you know.
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here, so I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What I say we... what? Hide, break? Break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things, even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after all this, and after this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
A single
treehouse.
tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. Tish can talk more than yep. Oh, wonderful.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. "We're locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. I got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning.
He
Right.
had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and
With a
such.
stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Oh, harvest. Wait. A package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about. Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. I'll
He
just check.
stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, you want to explain the founder why I'm late? Well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
I'll harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. I'll harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this perennial harvest. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits? Hey, I figured when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But he pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. What is it, Jack? Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with back. In case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two, be safe. Locate the founder. That's cool. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. And that's why you just stick your face underneath the tab and, well, let it run. A hallway nowhere. Hang on here. Is this some sort of mind game? Gonna follow the Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca. What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes. How did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang. Okay. You should stick with me. We've got a plan. No, Luca, no.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Roland back are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet. But they'll catch us again. Gotta do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I am not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the founder. Knocking comes with consequences. Oh, here it is. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I run into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Hi, Erica. How you doing? I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Yeah, it's definitely not... Howdy. Good afternoon. It's definitely not strange to see
from red to green.
someone walking by with a shovel, walk somewhere, and immediately turn back. Yeah, sounds like a very good way of hiding what you're doing. How did you do that? Oh, it's good to have a friend. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Oh, nice! How did it go? Rolo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing, we're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. No. What was that a reference to? Wow, nice! Good job! Congratulations! Yay! I'm happy for you. Is it what you wanted? I think you wanted an online job, or a remote job, so to speak. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Well, at least something. It's a start. And if you like it, there, maybe you can get something that fits your bill more later on. But, well, already getting back into the work-life balance can be hard. When I was 6 months, roughly, out of a job. Getting back into that rhythm of getting up early, going to work. Okay, I can work remote 4 days a week, so I don't necessarily have to get up too terribly early. But yeah. Still. Already knowing that I have to get up is taxing. That's good, that's good. I hope it stays that way. It wasn't just a facade. Oh, it's this absurd password Rhoda heard when he was down there before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Come on, Luca. Realize what's going on. Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. Your next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the door. Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I think... I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, 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 go. Gosh, these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Oh, man. No water cabs. Rolo. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
We can turn off the alarms. They are trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rhoda, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we've lost them. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two ramble rousers are coming with us. Nope. Make a break for it. Good job, clipboards. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there. After them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I am having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rhoda, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say, we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom. Jackson. Oh, honey. What did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the young chemist's lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult? Ever heard of a growth sport? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with tempus liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promised I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? Brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was found under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they call the source. They called it tempus liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of tempus liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But tempus liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile, but it's by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. That is a very teenage thing to do. Well, okay, no, it's a very human thing to do, actually. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing tempus liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result for today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. Poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. Looks like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Her had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. Just... like now. Wait, the vial. Finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Moodwell. Heading your way now. Roger that. Be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. Hard drink for hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just mother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Damn, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. It looks like the founder was helping her plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. You must have been in here recently. I'm really sorry you got dragged into all of this, Solomon. Don't worry. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I
With a
promise.
subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Oh. Oh. Nothing.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Lock. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo. Before we start tossing blame around. Is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We are so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Moodwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes. Now you've got it. Tempus liquamen. You discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Mudwell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects were a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish with Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did, admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of
Before
the...
he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Preload casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a take.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. Move another inch, and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happened. Then what? We'll capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word. If you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. Don't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three, keep post outside the door. Well, crap. I can move.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. Did what I had to do. No, it's just... we're so close. Got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems less of an issue for him now. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo. You just need some time. Rolo. It's over. We lost. Look, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why, what did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempus liquamen.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Did she? Is she? She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We are here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas, Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they? Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
Gotta stop it.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. we lost. Wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his Grojers could use a little hair of the dog. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Yay, confetti! Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we haven't explored all the endings yet, so I guess we'll go through all of them. Do we have any other choices that we can change? No. Let's play junk next.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Ah. Heart? It's okay. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Alright, let's go for change. Now, let's see.
Might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny! Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now, we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine. Let's go. crap. He's a baby? Yeah, but he's still sharper, right? What he was no longer mattered. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone. The show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Rollo, you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Mom?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
So she told him the truth.
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom. And now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Oh, sweet. Nothing. Mom! Oh, this is still left open? So she wasn't turned back? Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny, I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing, but now I enjoy it.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
Nothing else here? Sad. Fun, Mom. Yeah. All right. Let's head outside. Visit Dad, though. It's been a while. Ah, right. He's on the other side. Kinda sad. You. I heard you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rolo, 1 Luca row. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nelly and Ilona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at Stade. Also, Nelly said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. Just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. Don't just mean grown. Literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way. But he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Hey guys, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nelly for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Yes, we finished cleaning up sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your call. Never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here. This is something I can be proud of. That's sweet. I just would love to see how this all got to happened, you know? How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting better, getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Sloan Dirty Harvest is now official. Like it. It was actually Nelly's idea. There's still a lot of work to do and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Can I go in? No. Better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. But doesn't that mean I kind of missed one? Look, I get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, and honest to goodness. Flip-flopping. Swimming. Yes. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. It's been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Oh, I've released it back to them. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. That's actually not a good thing. Come on. Come on.
Luca gently good for skim.
I'm missing one and I don't see... Looks like we could use some new baits. What do you say we head out and fish some more? Yeah, I don't know where the missing one is. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. A little higher. Yep. A little lower. Yep. Little higher. Yep. I'm telling ya, The angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Look, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who? Me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip on it a bit. You're right, you're right. Lead the way. Give me the final ability. Where is it? Why don't I see it? That. Alright. I guess I missed my chance to get it. Is that live? A young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to grow out of his grip and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Moodwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind has not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. Can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of the Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Don't I? Aww. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope. I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all of that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sort of writes itself, if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fantasy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check it. And see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ha, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. Oh, is there gonna be a Beacon Pines too? I can't wait.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh, more orders. But no. Come on. Wanna go? I wanna take orders. Good afternoon, Mr. Tolliver. Achoo! Sorry, these allergies have been killing me. Haven't been able to smell a thing all day. I almost sold Miss Hedge a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. Got anything to help clear out these darn cynists? Whatever it takes. I just want to be able to smell again. There's something pungent? Pungent on the double, let's go. Achoo! Not right? I'll need something a little spicy, I'm afraid. Yeah. Okay. Coming right up. What's wrong? Well, I like the spicy peppers, but put them on something that'll really wake up the senses. Okay. Pungent chili? Fish? I call this one a cot for the common cold. Oh my, that's spicy. And stinky. I'm sorry, I'll try again. No, don't you see what this means? I can smell again. Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family. Yeah. Hey, Miss Hedge, what can I get you? Oh, I'm not terribly hungry. Something snack-sized, if you could? Adorable. I call it the novella. Lovely. This just in. Last chance diner overrun by gremlins. I'm not a gremlin. I'm Luca.
Mr. Wilder adjusted his monocle jokingly.
I stand corrected. In that case, would you believe I have a craving for a burger? You've come to the right place. Indeed. I have a nice, juicy burger topped with onion. A juicy burger topped with onion. Here you go. I call it the Wilder. You know I love a good beeline? Byline? Many things. If it isn't little Luca. Hey, Uncle Nuncreed. How come you haven't been around the house lately? Well, your dad and I had a little disagreement is all. How's he doing? Has he mentioned me? Not really. He's been busy lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home from work before bedtime. Is that so? I'll tell him I'm thinking of him. You seem sad. Nonsense. What can I get you for lunch? Fact of the matter is I don't have much of an appetite right now. But Uncle Nuncreed, you gotta eat. I'll make you something special. That'll cheer you up. Tender? Indulge it. I'm sorry, Luca. It seems I still can't muster much of an appetite. Hang on. I'll make something to cheer you up. Adorable. Once again. I call it. Cheers looking at you, kid. One burger with the side of good vibes. Oh, Luca, you're a sweet
Mr.
boy.
Nutcrate reached down and patted Luca's shoulder with an enormous hand.
You got a lot of your daddy in you, don't you? Guess so. Run along. I'll do my best to clean my plate. Listen well, child. I am only going to say this once. I require a well-done burger. Got it. When I say well done, I mean it. Well done, no problem. I fear you haven't grasped my request. I want the burger charred beyond recognition. I want it bitter and black. One burnt burger coming up. And top it with the most expensive thing you have. Okay. Lavish. There you go. May I present the row you burned? I can hardly believe it. You've done well. Mrs. Fratelli had caviar stashed back there. The woman is full of surprises. Very good. This will suffice. I have a coupon here for one free burger. What'll it be? Well, I have a lot of mouths to feed, so give me the biggest burger you have. They must eat a lot, huh? You have no idea. Oh, and throw some lettuce on top. Coming right up. Lavish. And can I just... no? Is that... I call it, the too much is never enough. This should keep them at bay. Thank you. Alrighty. Looks like we've got everything we need. Let's get to feeding these folks. Oh, I already fed everyone. You made all the food yourself? What on earth did you put on the burgers? I just used what was lying around. Oh dear, that can't be good. Thanks again, Luca. Best burger I ever ate. Surprisingly competent. Everyone seems happy. You really are a remarkable boy, aren't you? Yeah. I did it.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me, would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of suns, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. Oh, poor dude. Okay. The poor clipboard. So, what's your final prediction? He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Oh, without your friend? Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house. Don't really have time, Ariel. You gotta come and see this. But I did it. I poured the perfect espresso. Oh, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if I... No. It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares. Oh, so sweet. Wow. Back for a second? If it's not too much trouble, for the longest time, I don't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he means to say it builds calluses. It's character. Yeah, it builds something, alright. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks. Just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back, terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Can I actually go into town hall this time around? No. Bad. Did they change the plaque? No, you just can't read it? Alright.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the sores, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they are studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country? Yep, most of the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
That's kind of sweet. Can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank and Tommy. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. But I get that feeling so hard. When you invested so much time into the story. I don't know. Like me with Sentence of a Bookworm. I started reading it 2 years ago now? Longer? Can't remember. Something about that. And it's gonna finish. Gonna be finished, I think, either at the end of this year or beginning of next. It's gonna be so harsh without my favorite book series. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. So, our studying friend over there, did you finally do something else?
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I'm kinda got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. True. What I would give to play Yakuza 0 again. Fresh, without knowing what's going to happen. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go. Sure thing. Oh. My throat is so dry. Mr. Lancreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? Ah, those new caps. I hate them so much. I don't know if they're everywhere, but the new caps here in Germany make it that the cap is connected to the ring thingy. Now it doesn't fall off, but it is in the way each time you do anything with the bottle. Although in this case it's not too bad, because it stays in place. But I've had some water bottles where the cap would immediately, well, flop downward and block you from doing anything. If not, well, getting the cap out of the way. First. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Waltz in my own time. You run along now. Oh my god, do we get to see all the bunnies? Where's the mom?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big, no one is too small. Poor Joff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Me, 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 me. You mean me? Damn it. Oh, so did you... Guess what? Yesterday, I saw a Dynastis Titius. And that's good. It's great! I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the country. So, those are also back. No, can't track with the beehive. That. Oh, the leak is gone. Everything's gone. Alright, let's go visit back at her home. Oh, not entirely. Hi, Bag! I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You officially moved in! It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Oh? My mom prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines and thrive as things warm up. It's perfect. When you're ready, take Joe's wild ride to old Beacon Pines. But I'm missing one ability, and I don't know which one, which is sad. But I don't think I will be able to find it. So... I visited everyone. The only thing I didn't do is fish up all the junk in the from the pond. So yeah. I think it's time to say goodbye. Oh, how strange. Wanna know what I'm missing though? In my eyes, this looks pretty complete. Huh. Oh, so be it then. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot. This ride's on the house. You're gonna wanna hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending, I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. Best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. Oh my god, Rolo. Character development? You learned to be... Okay, alright. Give it up for Rolo, I guess. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. No, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. That won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No. Because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree. But I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Mudwill says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in, big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Do I have to end it? Oh no. I have to end it, huh? Do we get some more? Get to see some more about the town? No? Is that it? Alright. I loved it. It was a cute story with very dark twists and turns. But it was nice nonetheless. I don't know. I'm not happy with how the epilogue just happened. Sure, some of it was hinted at before, or most of the developments were hinted at before, but that Nelly and Beck's moms would take over the old perennial harvest and build their own shop of whatever. I don't know. That was kind of weird. But fine, I guess. Could be weird. Could be worse. And since they had figured out how to turn back time, per se, why not turn back time for Rollo and Luca's mom? I don't get it. Unless they considered it too unstable, probably. But I would think that they would invest time so Luca, the savior of the town, would have more time with his mom and his best friend, since they are for sure going to die much younger than they were supposed to before. Do we get to see anything else but black screen? Hello? I feel like there's supposed to be something going on my screen, but it's not. Hello? Well, the music is nice, I guess. But yeah, I would love to see something going on while I listen to this music. Credits. What's going on in town? CGs of each of the town members. I don't know. Might be a me problem. But it feels weird to stare at this black screen while music is playing. But well, I'm gonna finish preloading Yakuza 8 tonight or tomorrow, and I have like 4 hours left preloading to do, so still some amount. It is a big game after all. Okay, now the music is also gone. And apparently, according to Steam, it unlocks at around 3 p.m. tomorrow. So we should be fine when we start at our usual time tomorrow evening. Okay. Gonna go now. Nothing else happens. Yeah, I missed that fishing achievement. Hate it. It's the only achievement that I'm missing. Damn it. And I need to figure out which ability I'm missing and go through those branches to collect it. Oh well, oh well. But that's a me problem that I'm gonna solve by myself. Anyways, I enjoyed my time with this game, and I would recommend everybody to play it for themselves, because it's definitely a different experience playing something for yourself than watching someone else play. But I can understand if you watched it one time, it doesn't really make sense to go through it again. So, yeah. That's the problem with these types of narratives, but well, sorry, I'm tired. My brain doesn't work. My brain stopped functioning a while back. Anyways, as always, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you tomorrow for Yakuza 8. Oh, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Yeah! We made it just in time. Perfect. Perfect ending. Bye-bye. Take care.